Come now, child, lay it down. Just breathe, just be. Come be cradled in the arms of love. Just breathe, just be. Welcome everybody to Chants and Prayers. I'm very excited. Today is our 5th anniversary, and thank you for waiting while I switched my internet situation around. There is a possibility today will have to be really short because I'm on my wife's internet and she's a teacher and needs to teach. So I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to jump into the celebration of our community and this gathering that comes to pray for one another week after week, year after year. And I'd like to open with a land acknowledgement. I live on Abenaki land in the Green Mountains of Vermont. I would like to let the land introduce itself to you. Oh, it's so warm.
Is it?
Yeah. We continue in prayer. This is by John Philip Newell. In the temple of my inner being, in the temple of my body, in the temple of earth, sea, and sky, in the great temple of the universe, I look for the light that was in the beginning, the mighty fire that blazes still from the heart of life, glowing in the whiteness of the moon, glistening in the night stars, hidden in the black earth, concealed in unknown depth of my soul. In both the light and the shadow of my being, let me glimpse a glow of the eternal. Sounds like you're able to see and hear me okay, which makes me very happy. Alright, so let me close the door, just because I know my other dog's going to bark. I've got one in here, let me show you. Because it's the birthday party, I let the dog in. There she is. So if you were here for the 200th episode, I gave a summary of some spectacular or wonderful episodes. I asked you all what your favorite episodes were, and there's a section of the very first Chants and Prayers, which was in March 11th of 2020, where I had this inspiration to take the prayers that I learned in the Abbey that I sing quietly and out loud to the forest, to take them online and share with you all during the pandemic. So in the 20th episode, you'll be able to go in and see a list of key episodes that people liked, like the one in my dad's garden in Scotland and that first episode. So I'm not going to do that today. What am I going to do today? Well, I thought I would bring you here. And today was a special day in the calendar of the year, which I'll tell you more about in a minute. But I thought I would bring you here and then share 3 gifts that Chants and Prayers gives me as the, I don't know what you call this, conductor, the person that the host of this. And I'd share them with song, and then I'll ask you all if you have chants or specific things that you can name that this community has gifted you over the seasons, and I know for some of you, years. So I'm going to continue to bring you here first. So an exciting thing happened when I woke up. My wife woke me up and said, I heard the red-winged blackbirds. So today was the day that the red-winged blackbirds came back, and it feels timely. Last night, 6 wild geese flew over my head, and around the bush outside our kitchen window, there were little insects flittering around. So it does feel like a change in seasons here in the Green Mountains of Vermont. So maybe you don't know what a red-winged blackbird is, because maybe you live in Scotland or Australia. So I went online and I found this YouTube channel called Lang Elliott's Nature Channel, and he made this little video about a red-winged blackbird. Now it's exciting for me when these guys come back. They're little, they're quite aggressive wee birds, and they love the pond. This is the male here. They have these little puffed up things, and they help me pray for kind of military toxic masculinity. Love it when they're back, and they came back today. My cathedral is the natural landscape, the trees and the creatures. I think for many of you, it also is. And part of what I love to do here is to share my cathedral with you. And the moment in the season, I mean, I believe that creation is not a done deal. It continually outpours. That's one of the blessings of the Celtic Wheel of the Year. So I thought I would bring you to this moment when we can get back. This is the first time we've stood on the deck on the pond, because we haven't been able to access it. It's been under feet of snow. So I'm going to take you there and sing my new setting of Psalm 34. It's an interpretation. Psalm 34 is very dear for many reasons, including St. Columba of Iona. He was scribing it when he died. It's got a famous line, taste and see that God is good. And I am trying to describe a mystical experience that happened to me when I lived on Iona, when I realized I needed to leave, when I realized that everything had imploded. I remember I was walking down to worship in the Abbey, and it was just so hard to face this. And on the road there, I received this nourishment, spiritual nourishment, that put energy in my step and lightness in my heart to be able to get through the last few days and keep going. And that moment where I received that blessing has never left me. Teresa of Avila talks about that. If God gets inside the walls of your soul for a second, it changes you for the rest of your life. And that is my experience. And that is why I'm so committed to prayer and to that way of prayer that I learned on Iona, which you all jump in and add your energy to. Many of you are much more dedicated to prayer than I am. I know that. I'm humbled to hold this space. So I'm going to sing Psalm 34 and give you the opportunity to stand by the pond with the dogs. With humility I bless and praise you, Lord, the sweetness of your grace upon my lips. I called to you and sought you, and you answered and delivered me from my fear. Broken open I stood before you in my pain. You watched me and held me in your gaze. Your light shone right through me, bringing peace and wholeness to my life. So taste and see the goodness that is God. Live in this truth. With reverence and beauty you abide in us when we abide in you. And the lion's share of riches and of power cannot protect us from suffering or pain. And keep an eye out for evil, for his hatred can lock us out from within. And the pure of heart are humble, God's light protects them. So act with kindness, seek peace, and pursue it as best you can. Your tender heart knows how to reach for God and find healing and refuge in peace. You are ever with me, God, I thank you. My soul finds rest in you. Amen. So thank you for being here with me. I said I'd share 3 gifts. I wrote them down earlier. Well, the first one is that Chants and Prayers is a mirror. It's a mirror for me. You know, I edit my videos. I am a one-person show, so that's a lot. But it means that I get to see myself and be seen, I think, is more important by you all. And I strive for authenticity to the point maybe of transparency. You know, I will value authenticity above discomfort. And the mirror of that has really helped me see little pieces of where the divine flows and doesn't flow, and has helped me become accountable to the things that I say that I am. You know, if I am a person of prayer, am I really a person of prayer? Yeah. And how I know that is that even on the few times when I felt really broken by circumstance, I have shown up here and allowed myself to be seen and hold prayer. And that process, that being able to watch that process through technology has actually been quite A big wake-up call. Yeah. So I thought I would sing a song about the magnification that Chants and Prayers has offered me. Here's Magnificat. My soul shall praise and magnify you, Lord. Yes, I will come. Yes, I will come. I hear your voice is calling out my name. Into my life you shall be born. All generations praise to hold with me the sacred heart, my beating heart. My soul is placed into this fire of love. Yes, it becomes God's will be done. The proud cannot hear beyond their words, their thoughts enclosed, so stale and old. And the rich cannot receive what they don't own, this emptiness, the spaciousness. All generations praise to hold with me the sacred heart, my beating heart. And my soul is placed into this fire of love. Yes, it becomes God's will be done. Spread out the feast, let those in hunger come. Your face be shown, your love made known. The humble hear your voice, with you they sing. Magnificat, Magnificat. All generations praise to hold with me the sacred heart, my beating heart. My soul is placed into this fire of love. Yes, it becomes God's will be done. Reach out to touch the world that is to come. Magnificat, 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 Magnificat. Second gift that I receive as the host of Chants and Prayers. Remember, I'm hoping that you'll place in the chat what gifts you've received. Kindness. The kindness that's poured out. I first noticed that towards myself when there was technology issues. You all were very thoughtful and kind and encouraging, and I needed a lot of encouragement back in the day. I was determined not to let the technology get in the way of prayer. I'm still determined to do that. But then I noticed the kindness that you all offered to one another in the chat, which I felt was very different from the mainstream way that people use the chat in a Zoom meeting, for example, or we're still on something like YouTube or Facebook where people are not necessarily responded to with such carefulness and thoughtfulness. And that kindness echoes out. I remember when I first met Audrey, who I think jumped ship. She was one of the people who couldn't get the internet to work today. And Audrey was talking about the community here. And she was saying how she prays for Henry. So Henry, as many of you will know, is somebody who has sight impairment, so cannot look at screens, computers or phones. So I send the audio to a conference call. It's an extremely difficult thing to do, and sometimes, like today, it cuts off. And she's never met Henry, and here she is praying for him. Likewise, my mum's not met Audrey, but she knows who Audrey is, the woman with the berry from North Carolina. That you guys have this kindness and positive regard for one another, which is beautiful. Beautiful. Which brings me into the third point, which is about community. The community that forms, like the fact that you all know this person, Henry, that you've never met, and you know each other from the chat and from each other's prayers and the details. And this was so evident for me, I think, when I was on Iona last and my parents came over. And Kerry in Prince Edward Island is sitting there having afternoon tea with my mum and dad in the Argyle Hotel. And we were walking past and Lyndon and I come in and sit and join them. And it made me realise that this is a real community. Because my mum would always say, who's that nice woman on Prince Edward Island? And I'm like, Kerry. Or are you talking about Catherine, who's over in Nova Scotia? She's like, no, the one on Prince Edward Island. She conflated the two of them into the one person. Anyway, that you all have formed a community, even though you're in New Zealand, like Heather, and Australia, and other places in Asia, actually, as well as Europe and Scotland, and England, and Ireland, Canada. Loads of you up in Canada. It's pretty amazing, this community that doesn't know each other but does. It does. Okay, so I think I've got a song for that. Let me go get the lyrics. Just be a little minute here while I'm doing this. The Angel Wash, written by Mia Kelly and Amy Ringo. It's a bit big, right on my head, of course. I behold you, beautiful one. I behold you, child of the earth and sun. Let my love wash over you. Let my love watch over you. I behold you, beautiful one. I behold you, child of the earth and sun. Let my love wash over you. Let my love watch over you. I behold you, beautiful one. I behold you, child of the earth and sun. Let my love wash over you. Let my love watch over you. I behold you, beautiful one. I behold you, child of the earth and sun. Let my love wash over you. Let my love watch over you. Let's see what you all are saying. I'm so glad there's still people here. You're talking about, I asked you all about the gift that this online worship service offers. And Amy says, this space is the most compassionate community I know. What a gift. It's beautiful to hear that. And Ted and Shannon say, we have received connection and hope. It's great because you've been coming for years, you two. Claire, up on Vancouver Island, says, praying with a diverse, caring community across the world throughout many personal and global challenges and receiving so much hope and inspiration. Yeah, it's funny how we can sometimes show up for one another and then receive our own hope. I identify with that one, Claire. Betsy writes, the one thing that the intermittent internet offers us is to hear you play your guitar really fast as it catches up. Yes, many gifts, particularly the fact that we are all around the world. Love is everywhere. Thank you, Simon. Oh, I didn't realize I was speeding my guitar up just as well. I'm capturing a replay on my computer. Lisa says, I am new to Chants and Prayers. Welcome, Lisa. Grateful for this gentle refuge in our rough times and your music that soothes and uplifts my spirit. Beautiful. Margaret writes, I am so grateful to be in this space and in this work that I do, and it is nourishment for me to be led instead of leading. Oh, lovely to hear that. Elaine says, I so agree. My 3 gifts from Chants and Prayers are this wonderful community, Simon's profound and gracious insights, thank you, and the chants that now live in my heart and arise in my inner ear when I need them. Yeah, they do that, which is rather splendid. Lisa says, peace of mind in a busy world. And Elizabeth says, gifts, beautiful music that has sustained me many a day, a container to contact my soul. Oh, I love that. Sense of connection, words, language, and also silence, a still midweek point in the turning world, non-demanding space, yet is deep. You know, Elizabeth, you're making me realize that in some ways I brought you all into my personal prayer space, and you all just took up space in my heart. So we are kind of in an inner quietude, snuck in through the internet. Dana says, this gets me through my week and reminds me that there's wonder and goodness. Thank you deeply. And Shane says, I've said this before to you. As a former Marine, I recognize and value courage. You are one of the bravest men I have ever witnessed, and your witness to the spirit in the world lifts me, sustains me, encourages me as it does for all of us gathered here. I'm very touched by that, Shane. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, our concept of courage is a little bit off. So often I feel frightened, but that's okay. I think we all do. And I'll read one more. Diane says, Simon, I've received so much healing through this time together with you and this community. So grateful. Oh, beautiful. Hey, there's a possibility that when I switch off my wife's internet and give it back to her in 10 minutes, the show will end. So for that reason, let's get straight into our prayers. Okay, so whatever your faith tradition is or is not, you do not have to be the same as anybody else on this call. You don't have to be the same as me, that's for sure. And as you type your prayers in the chat, I will try and hold them with reverence. So feel free to type them in your own way, in your own language. Yeah, okay. Love with me, love before me, love behind me, love in me, love beneath me, love above me, love on my right, love on my left, love when I lie down, love when I arise, love when I take rest, love to shield me, love with you, love before you, love behind you, love in you, love beneath you, love above you, love on your right, love on your left, love when you lie down, love when you arise, love when you take rest, love to shield you. Christ with you, Christ before you, Christ behind you, Christ in you, Christ beneath you, Christ above you, Christ on your right, Christ on your left, Christ when you lie down, Christ when you arise, Christ when you take rest, Christ to shield you. Open with Elaine's prayer. She asks, please hold me in prayer for surgery on Monday the 17th of March. Thank you. And in a similar note, I got an email from Stella, let me find it, who asks us to hold prayer for her because at 1 o'clock Central Time today, she is having a spine lumbar MRI. And she says it's not her first MRI, but she is claustrophobic, so they have to knock her out. So prayers for Stella, whether she is conscious still or knocked out. We're sending light and love to her and also to you, Elaine, for sure. We join Margaret in prayers for those who feel as if they can no longer see and that they are no longer seen. We join Judy in sending out prayers to whoever needs them around the world. And may we collectively find a way of peace. We join Shane in prayers of healing for Kayla and for the family of Sam. We join Elizabeth in this prayer for deep rest and trust in whatever unfolds in life over the next weeks and months. We join this prayer with Dana for her trans grandson and his ambitious project to raise money for trans services, and for all who are being so affected by the dark cloud hovering over us all. She's also adding a prayer of gratitude for my beautiful mission. We join Lisa. May we remain open to the mystery. Let us hear it speak in silence and in chaos. May we place ourselves in the gift of trust as we face difficult realities around us. May we know love as boundless and close by. We send a blessing to Ted and Shannon's mum. Let me read out the prayer. For my mum and dad, as my mum travels further along her journey with dementia. This is Shannon's mum. I pray for all who are frightened. I pray for the earth and the most vulnerable among us. Pray for religion to wake up and grow up and stop creating divisions. We pray that our prayers may lead us towards you, God, as well as pouring out grace on people around us. We pause for a moment to add blessing to the prayers that will be typed in later. And we join Lisa in prayers for patience and compassion for those who are recklessly altering our nation's landscape. May their hearts be open to holy wisdom. And also she's praying for her beloved Milo in his challenges. And we send out a blessing to baby Hannah Grace. Baby Hannah Grace. Healing for sisters Kathy and Cindy. Into your heart, O God, we place our heart prayers, not as problems to be solved, but as a focus for your love. Into your heart, O God, we place our heart prayers. Lastly, just want to send a prayer to Henry and to any of you who might be experiencing chronic health conditions. We send you light and love and healing. Amen. Moment of truth. Going to have to switch over the internet. And if I disappear from you, know that I'll upload the replay as soon as I can. Well, if the internet didn't kick me off, I'm still here. I would like to ask you, what chants can I play for you? What chants would you, from Chants and Prayers? Is there anything that you want me to play? As a way of celebrating you and what you love. We are we and we are one. 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 Hummy hum brum hum hummy hum brum hum. 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 We are we and we are one. 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 Hummy hum brum hum hummy hum brum hum. 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 We are we and we are one. We are we and we are one. Come now, child, lay it down. Just breathe, just be. Come be cradled in the arms of love. Just breathe, just be. Come now, child, lay it down. Just breathe, just be. Come be cradled in the arms of love. Just breathe, just be. Come now, child, lay it down. Just breathe, just be. Come be cradled in the arms of love. Just breathe, just be. Come now, child, lay it down. Just breathe, just be. Come be cradled in the arms of love. Just breathe, just be. Guys, I hope you're happy to be here till the evening while the internet's working and while your requests are coming in. I'm just going to keep going. Undo me, untire of knots, I'm ready. Undo me, untire of knots, I am ready. I am ready, because I am tangled, longing to be free, free from these patterns. Undo me, undo me, untire of knots, I am ready. Undo me, untire of knots, I am ready. I am ready, because I am tangled, longing to be free, free from these patterns. Undo me, undo me, untire of knots, I am ready. Undo me, untire of knots, I am ready. I am ready, because I am wounded, aching to be healed, healed to be joyful. Undo me, undo me, untire of knots, I am ready. Actually, I thought people would say Archangel Invocation, so I actually queued that one up. Oh, and here I am. A beautiful story about Chants and Prayers. So, some of you will know Diane's song, which I wrote for my wonderful teacher from seminary, Diane Burke. Reverend Diane Burke. When she retired, I wrote one of her teachings into song. And the teaching was, never throw anybody out. People more than things need to be redeemed, restored. Never throw anybody out. It's a quote by Audrey Hepburn, the actress. Anyway, after that, Diane became a patron and started coming to Chants and Prayers for a while there. And one time she heard me play this song, and she was like, "Oh, did you know there's a prayer on this?" And why this is funny to me was when I was a music director at Unity of Port Townsend, my friend Jeanette was coming to talk about angels, and it was July, I think, and all the songs about angels were Christmas songs, and I was like, I need a song about angels. So I went into my homework from seminary and found this prayer written by Diane and set it to music. And here we are, fast forward, like, I don't know, however many years later, 7 years later, she's watching and goes, "Oh, did you know there's a prayer?" Yes, I did know. Here it is in song. Michael, come Gabriel, come Raphael, come Uriel. Be by my side, there's a place for you here. Be by my side, there's a place for you here. Michael, come Gabriel, come Raphael, come Uriel, and help me to heal and share light in my world. Help me to heal and share light in my world. Michael, come Gabriel, come Raphael, come Uriel. Rest in my eyes and my ears and my touch. Rest in my eyes and my ears and my touch. Michael, come Gabriel, come Raphael, come Uriel. Compassion and wonder and healing and grace. 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 Come Michael, come Gabriel, come Raphael, come Uriel. You are the heart. So Lisa's asking for a blessing to the world. Let's go find that. And then Judy's asked for a St. Francis song. I think you mean Canticle, because I remember, Judy, you told me that's your favourite. I'll sing that at the end. So I had it lined up to have the fancy recording, but I'll sing that after I blow out the candle. So, blessing to the world. Karen Drucker, let me go find that. While I'm finding this, multitasking is not my stronghold, but I'd like to tell you that my Michigan retreat only has 6 people signed up. We're going to do it anyway. Me and Jeanette can't wait to do this. We were hoping to have 10, and if you'd like to come and forest bathe and pray out in nature with us in Western Michigan, it's in April. Please come. It's going to be a very intimate, small, cozy thing. I know most of you are not in Michigan. I don't have very many people in Michigan, except for Mickey. I think you're there half the time, but apart from that, I don't have very many Michigan people. So put word out if you know people that would like what I do and like to hug trees. They'll have a great time. Okay, here we are. Blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to this world. May I be a blessing to this world. Oh, no, that's not supposed to be the dogs. Let me turn the dogs off. Adam is a fan. You're a fan of Karen Drucker. I'm not surprised to hear that. Bonus songs tonight, Elizabeth says. Yes, and the internet's working. My hotspot's better when it works, but it just wouldn't work earlier. Happens occasionally. Oh, Margaret's being transported back to Iona. I remember when I first met you in the shop. That was so lovely. It's lovely to be loved before you've ever been introduced. It's a very powerful thing. It was a teaching of my first dean at seminary. Wonderful woman called Martha. And when I met Martha, I knew that she knew my story, that she had taken time to read my application, and that she already loved me. Now, as somebody who has sometimes faced rejection, I really value community and being loved and being safe, and offering that before giving, it's really it was quite astonishing and amazing. And Margaret, you did that for me, which was really, really lovely. Adam says I'm easy to love. It's good. So are you, my friend. So are you. All right. I have a closing prayer for us, and then I'm going to sing canticles. So let me get my guitar sorted. Judy, I hope this is the Francis prayer that you're wanting me to play. That's what I've decided. And next week, I'm going to be in North Carolina. So it's going to be a Taizé service, and we'll be in the chapel with a bunch of people. So I'll have a link where you can go and get the lyrics and work it out. Somebody will paste them in the chat as you go. And you can join all the people in the lovely Chapel of the Transfiguration in Canoga, which is a lovely place in North Carolina. All right, closing prayer. Watch thou, dear Lord, with those who wake or watch or weep tonight, and give thine angels charge over those who sleep. Tend thy sick ones, Lord Christ. Rest thy weary ones. Bless thy dying ones. Soothe thy suffering ones. Pity thine afflicted ones. Shield thy joyous ones. And all for thy love's sake. Amen. Now I'm having a flashback to the Abbey on Iona. Singing this in the pulpit with you at my side there, Adam. That was rather lovely. Most high, all powerful, precious God, no spoken word can hold your name. And praise be to you who births all life, with all your creatures. Especially you, sir, brother, son, who is the day and is your light, a beauty so true to you. There you are, there you are. And praise be to you, my Lord, you are Sister Moon and the stars. bright, precious heaven, there you are. There you are. Praise be to you, my Lord, you are brother wind and the air, breath of spirit, there you are. There you are. Praise be to you, my Lord, you are sister water, gift of life, pure, essential, there you are. There you are. Praise be to you, my Lord, you are brother fire, friend through the night, strong and playful, there you are. There you are. Most high, all powerful, precious God, through Mother Earth we see your face. You who govern all of life, sustain and nurture all that is. With Sister Death, first and last breath, the key unlocking all we are. There we are. There we are. There we are. Let me find this. Where is it? There it is. I'm gonna say goodbye to all the people. You say goodbye.